need that money.
For real.
Football team need that money.
I need money.
Oh man.
This
Just take a deep breath. It's been a few weeks for me. Sitting in here. Kind of almost don't know what to do.
Welcome back to the shelf.
Hey man.
Like that.
It's in, podcast. That ain't gonna work?
That ain't gonna get us that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You gotta try something new?
Just a little something. we have to consult some people. We got to consult some music people right quick.
Yeah. Because I have zero musical talent.
Yeah.
It's,
after you get past singing, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm in the kitchen.
That's all I got.
That's all I do.
I mean, yeah.
That's it.
So, ain't putting no production together.
Nah, so, but this guy right here, this is Jaycutta.
What out?
He gets it in.
Fresh out the shop, baby.
Cause I need to get in the shop,
baby.
Boy, feeling like Wolfman Jack a little bit.
That's the new look though. Now the new look. They're not lining the whole beard. But we don't like it.
But it gotta.
We're old school, so
But I gotta
line the whole thing up.
When you throwing this product out here, you have to be. Gotta be something other than this.
Wow.
I mean,
I am.
This a big batch of ugly.
I am who I am, where I am, what I am with, who I'm with.
I am who I am, and who I am not, I will never be.
Good evening. Good evening.
I'll tell the show, man. Look at here. What's happening?
Man, not a whole lot, man. Just been watching the news. Looking at the penny tax that they're about to put on. I'm gonna tell you, it's a penny tax they're about to initiate in Greenville County. It's from Greenville County, but it's for the whole state. This is how gangster Greenville County is.
Hold on, right there.
Ooh. Okay, so I don't know if you all have been paying attention to the news or whatnot, because this is my entertainment, as I always say. I watch the news quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So they have a penny tax that they're introducing that is now being put into law. So what it's for 1,500 road projects in Greenville County. That's like including back roads, main roads, highway, sidewalks, intersections, just anything that has to do with travel. So anything that has to do with something moving. They're talking about improving safety while walking, different things. So they're going to put a bunch of bike lanes, proper stuff like that. You know how they've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the thing that gets me. This is how I knew Greenville was gangster. Even if you don't live in Greenville County, you'll pay that tax for riding on Greenville streets. Gangster.
Sounds about right.
Gangster. That's
But you know where to solve all of this, right?
What's that?
That $1.9 billion that they conveniently ain't figured out what they gonna do with it yet. They still think these great citizens of South Carolina have forgot about that money.
Man, they don't split that money.
Listen here. Hey, what did they say when he was Frank Lucas? He thought I forgot about that money. I'm gonna get that money. Hey.
Oh, boy, he wanted his percentage. You hear me?
What? That's crazy.
Yeah, they're doing the penny tax,
mm-hmm.
and it's supposed to be for the roads and different things. But that was the part that got me when he was the guy from the news was talking to the director, of transportation on different things. I don't know what he is, what his job is,
right?
But whoever Greenville County had representing,
mm-hmm.
he said, whether you live here or not,
you're gonna pay that tax.
You're gonna get a penny tax. So basically, they're this is what they're doing. they're passing a statewide tax. Now, this is to my understanding from what I was listening to, and hopefully I heard it all.
Okay.
They're going to put a penny tax on everyone in the state to pay for Greenville County to look like they want it to look. So basically, Greenville is the leader of everything in the state. Over Columbia, everything.
Which is weird.
Yeah.
That being the capital.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you this. Now, I was in Columbia, and outside of that stretch from, I think that's what, mile marker 81 to about 100, where they've done all that, I haven't really been around the city to see how much they're growing. But we can definitely tell you how much we've grown from the traffic that you were screaming about. But just there are no more landmarks. You used to say, well, you go down there by the old store and no, ain't no more old store. It's gone. Everything's gone. You know what I mean? For
right.
all these high rises and stuff that they just cramming in everywhere. And it really didn't click to me until I listened to Mike Epps. And what Mike Epps said made sense. And he was saying, hey, back in the day, we was selling crack, ran these houses, the house prices down to, it was nothing. You get what I'm saying? So, now how we gonna really be mad for these people, buying up, the property or whatever. But he said, just think about it. If you look at your downtown area, everything is really focused on being downtown now. They're starting to move everybody else to the suburbs or out to the country. So think about it like in this contrast, and look at just look at Stone Avenue now. So they got a prison on the corner. You go down, there's a bank. Across the intersection, has Tita. I think it's a Montessori school. Here, it's another school on the other side. So it makes it so that people don't even have to have cars, which eliminates what? Car insurance. So it's a plan to keep that money together. That makes sense. You get what I'm saying? So now, if you ain't got no car payment, and literally I seen a guy do this. He came out of those little apartments or whatever that's right there from prison. He got on a bike. And I was just looking at this guy go down the sidewalk. He could literally he could go to the doctor, go to the bank, and go to the grocery store and make a loop back to the house. And he ain't went 2 blocks.
Yeah, true. Yeah. They are making it convenient if you have money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They're making the broke people go through stuff.
Oh yeah.
But it's how it used to be though. They pushed the poor people to the country to begin with,
Right.
It's really a rotation. But like a lot of people still didn't know where the money was coming from. And I told them, I said, one of the things you can look at is the baseball team's hats. And the symbol on the baseball team's hats for the Greenville Drive has nothing to do with Greenville. It's a Boston Red Sox symbol. So that's letting you know if this is where Boston's minor league team is, this is also where Boston's money's at. So they were the head investors. One of the architects shared this with me probably 10, 12 years ago. But it's been longer than that because I couldn't have then. So it's been a while. But he told me, he said in the next 10 to 12, 10 to 15 years, he said Greenville's gonna look like downtown Boston because that's who the plans were purchased from. So Greenville purchased the downtown plans from Boston, Massachusetts. that is what this
So you're
is.
gonna
That's
carbon
what
copy
this,
the
that's
field,
exactly
everything
what
from the
this is
field,
doing.
everything.
You see the green wall down there on the
Sort
baseball
of big
field.
green monster.
You see what I'm saying? That's exactly where this came from, and the guy was just really sharing that, like, that's what they're gonna do from the core of Main Street all the way to the outskirts. That's why they're linking Augusta Road, they're linking Whitehorse Road, they're linking Travel's Rest. They're gonna link all of this up to where you have large clusters of money centers all around downtown. So you'll have the north side of Greenville, which is where the barbershop and different things are.
Right.
It's gonna be big, like Woodruff Road type deal, because it's starting to get crowded now. They're
Yeah.
dropping everything every other month.
Yeah, it's something.
Something new is coming. So they're gonna, like, if you want to look at what Greenville, South Carolina is gonna be, look at Boston, Massachusetts, and that's kind of how it's set up. You have a couple of poor people near downtown, but very few. Those are just the ones who didn't sell, who were able to keep their homes.
Right.
But it was a lot of them that did, because number one, you throw a person that a little bundle of money that they haven't seen before at one time,
Yeah.
they'll take that. You know, they'll disregard the legacy, they'll disregard the inheritance, they'll disregard passing it down to their kids. They'll be like, look, we're gonna live now. We'll go find us somewhere and put some money in the bank, this, that, and the other. All the things they wanted to do, they can now do with the little change that they gave them for the
But
house.
not realizing that you can't go and buy a
Right.
house for what you just sold yours
Right,
for.
right, because they jacking up the prices all the way out through the country. So
Oh yeah.
you would have to go to the far outskirts. So I look at a lot of stuff they're doing. Like, they increased the hours on Greenville Transit, so the buses now run to almost 11 o'clock at night. So they're increasing everything to make it give you a big city feel. You see what I'm saying? Because there is no subway, none of that stuff. So you're gonna get your buses running at all late hours. Pretty soon, I'm pretty sure the buses are gonna run almost 24 hours a day, because they're gonna have to cover third shift workers, late second shift workers, intermediate shift workers. They're gonna have to cover all of them in order to keep the money going. So I'm seeing how they're doing that. They're gonna expand that with the buses. It's just a matter of time. But I just thought it was real interesting how many people hadn't seen or paid attention to that have been to baseball games,
Yeah.
but didn't recognize that there's nothing about Greenville at the Greenville Drive Stadium.
Totally different from when it was the Braves.
Oh, most definitely, because see, the Braves had a hand in it, but when they didn't take over the plans, you saw the shift.
Right.
Shifted them out to Malta Road, and they shifted them out. Period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
So and then now look, the rotation. Look at it now. You got your soccer team that's here. You see what I'm saying? You got your minor league baseball. Basically, you're gonna get money sports. You're not gonna get common people sports. You know what I'm saying? It's because you see the development basketball team we had, it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
No football team.
Yeah.
It's gone. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? It's like they have the sports for people with the bread. You see what I'm saying? Because it's certain sports that are at prominent private schools that aren't at public schools. So those sports is what you would see more of. You see what I'm saying? Because it's what the people with the money, they're bringing it. So they're trying to make them feel as comfortable as possible. Is what I'm seeing.
Make them feel like they're at home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's why it's like, just a little note on the drivers, because it always bothers me so much. Check this out. You're coming to a smaller town. I know it's a lot of buildings in Greenville. We're still a small town. So I'm gonna need for you to stop driving like you in a big metropolitan city, because you're not. Get yourself together. You're here now, adjust. because it's making driving out here really, really ridiculous. We have people who act as if they can't read. I don't know if everyone. I think really, truly, we need to raise some standards on driving. If you don't do certain things, you shouldn't be able to drive. I don't feel like an uneducated person should be driving at a high speed with a large piece of metal that could hurt someone. I feel like if you didn't complete certain levels of education, you should not be driving. This is something that's been on my heart for a minute here.
I can tell you.
Because it's the common sense stuff that's really tearing me up. It's just like, okay, for instance, this tears me up. So, if, say for instance, we're in the car,
Okay.
there's a car in front of us, they're gonna turn, okay? So mind you, you don't know what they're doing yet, but they're driving pretty slow, it might be just kind of putting along, whatever. Because their turn is coming up. No turn signals though. Then so there's a turning lane. This is what gets me. This is the irritating part, and then I'm done, really. But they get over in the turning lane and then put on their damn signal. Why be on fire? Why could you not let me know that's what you was doing? Meanwhile, I'm behind you boiling. I want you to see. I'm boiling, trying to figure out why is you driving so slow? I got somewhere to go. We got these are the same streets we travel every day.
But you got to think about it though.
They make me sick with that.
Listen.
I'm like, really?
See, that's probably your transplant.
Ooh, boy.
You hear what I'm saying? That's probably your transplant that I moved down here, trying to figure out what they gonna do.
Turn signals.
I'm just saying.
Turning lanes. They go together. They even have the same name.
But I'm just
Turn
saying.
signal, turning lane. You feel me? Like, I hate people that when they're pulling in the parking lot, they put the turn signal on. I don't even know your ass turning now. Hell, you don't stop in front of me.
I'm telling you like this.
I hate that.
I tell you what I seen you about 2 weeks ago.
What's that?
I'm going down Batesville.
Mm-hmm.
It's a deep curve. How about somebody put their signal on?
That right there. That is why I said people you need some education before you drive. It's a couple of
Go around the circle.
oh god, it's a couple of curves like that. Just because the curve is deep don't mean you can turn another way. I mean, I don't need your signal right then. You feel me? Like there's nowhere else for you to go other than the bushes.
In the creek.
It's like that's what I'm saying. Like there's a lot of people out here that aren't educated that shouldn't be driving. I just believe if your brain don't rotate that far over, you should not be driving because you don't make enough decisions at one time. You don't make enough. You shouldn't be out here with us. Sorry. I'm talking about it. Prime example, but behind Berea High School,
Okay.
there is a 4-way stop sign. There is no reason to put your turn signal on if you are going to go from one end, from the Cedar Lane end, towards the school. If you're headed towards the school, the road goes straight and it curves. That don't mean you need to put on a turn signal because you showing me how the road look. I know it curves. Take your country self down the road. This is the things I don't get. Because see, guess what? If you have your turn signal on, that other car think you turning at the 4-way.
Right.
Which is what most people with brain power would be doing.
You're right.
But you're going straight into a freaking curve. You put your turn signal. I hope they take your daggone license. That is just ridiculous. They need to put you in an Uber. That don't make no sense. I'm talking about nobody's sense. Just small things. Just small things. And just looking at your damn phone while you driving. I'm so sick of y'all non-multitasking ass folk around here about to kill everybody. I'm so sick of this.
That always get me at that light that's short. And that one person in front of you.
They trying to write the whole paragraph.
They sitting there doing this, now you gotta go on the horn.
They looking around. They know they in the wrong. They know they in the wrong because they looked around. You know what I'm saying? I just hate it, man. It's just like, I don't know, man. It's that small stuff, man. Small stuff. Boy, I'm trying to tell you. I guess that's what older as you get older, little things really, really do bother you. Because see, back in the day, that wouldn't have bothered me. I probably would have been like, well, he just probably got something to do.
Right.
Now,
everything.
Man, if you don't get yourself together around here, man, and stop talking shit.
Yeah, man.
It's
definitely an age thing.
It is.
Yeah.
You lose patience as you get older.
Man, 50, I feel it.
I'm there. I'm knocking.
Listen, it is not the same, bro. I'm trying to tell you, the stuff that we did, you might have tolerated at 25 or 30.
Well, you can't do it now.
It's not the same.
You can't.
At all.
You can't. There's no possible way. You know what I'm saying? That's why I had to say that. I'm sorry, because I'm so sick of people. Stay off your damn phone. I hope they come up with a law to where they fine you $1,000 when they catch you on your phone while you drive.
But see, that's the whole thing. You can't. But the whole thing is you can't do that because most of the cops doing the same.
You see what I'm saying? You see? Look at the example.
I don't put up beside the cop.
Give him a
at the
ticket.
light looking at him, but he like this.
Give him a ticket.
What?
Citizens arrest.
I said, yeah. You ain't gonna break out the citizens
Pull
arrest.
over, buddy. You feel? Craziness, man.
Now, no South Carolina state trooper, you ain't.
Nah, they a little gangster though. They'll probably do something.
You know what though? I ain't never really had no bad experience with no troop.
I don't think they want to spend a whole lot of time with you.
Right.
Unless they, you know what I'm saying? Unless they really
like it's something seriously
something
wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But other than that, I ain't never had no bad issue. Now,
Yeah.
everybody else,
they're kind of like the feds.
woof.
The state troopers are kind of like the feds. If they don't really have something worth paperwork, they're not gonna fool with you.
Right. There you go.
They'll probably just be like, look, dude, slow down.
Right. Have a good day.
I'll let you. You know what I'm saying? Unless they just find something stupid, you know what I mean? Cause you just that dirty or whatever. But
or that dumb.
yeah. Or you say something stupid, you know?
Right.
Because you know what you say, that has a lot to do with it.
I wasn't smoking. Who said you
Blowing
smoking?
smoke out.
Now they got your ass out the side of the road.
That ain't come from the car.
Oh Lord, stretch out on White Horse Road.
Looking crazy.
Everybody riding past you, blowing the horn.
Hey, that's my boy.
You like mother.
You could have stopped.
No, I got warrants. I ain't stopping.
Oh man, but yeah, our driving situation is just out of control. It's just, and I'm gonna tell you something. As much as we are have different cultures here, the language barrier is really hurting some folks.
Dude,
you know what I'm saying?
Did you not see my video from a month ago?
What you had? What you had?
Okay. You know what time I gotta be to work in the morning?
Right before everybody. Okay.
I'm going to coming up to the gate. All I see is blue lights. I'm like, oh shit, what done happened? So the first thing that I'm thinking is, most of these tanker truck drivers, they park on the side of the road right there, and I'm thinking it's got something to do with one of the trucks. No, I don't see the truck. So I'm looking. See the Honda parked in front of me with the two cop cars behind it. So I see this. Finally, I see the cop turn his flashlight on me. So he flashing like this, and I'm like, man, I ain't getting out of the car. That don't work well for me. It's not gonna end well.
Right.
So he come up to the window. He said, "Hey, buddy, you work here?" I said, "Yes, sir." He said, we got an older gentleman up here in the car, and he like he don't know." So I said, "Vietnamese guy?" He said, "Yeah, I think so." He said, "Is he deaf? Is he deaf?" I said, "Nah, man, he ain't deaf." I said, "He don't understand what you're saying." Right?
Right.
Big old country dude. So they got him out the car. And he said, "Do you mind trying to talk to him to tell him we need his driver's license?" And I'm like, okay. So, old man, he cool. Old man named who? And he said, I went up to him and said, who? I said, they need your driver's license, He said, I said, a photo. Oh, it's in the car. And I was like, oh, you gonna get us fucked up.
Right. You know some Jackie Chan stuff like you don't get right.
So finally they get him his driver's license, right? So we go in, we clock in at work. So we trying to get the whole story. Come to find out, he lives in Simpsonville.
Mm-hmm.
Slow as he drive, the cops had been behind him with the blue lights. From Simpsonville all the way to Gullinger Road, right? So I'm trying to figure out, because the one cop, the one that actually called him in, he was ready to stop sign. So I figured he probably done tried to, get on the loudspeaker, all kind of say he won't stop. You get what I'm saying, till he got to work. So we get the dude to interpret for us. I was like, ask him, what did he think was going on? He said when he saw the blue lights, he thought it was a helicopter. So he said he was riding doing like this.
See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
You talking about somebody crying. Man, I laughed so hard I couldn't take it, man.
You see what I'm saying? Though?
But I was like, dude, you is not about to get me out this truck and get knocked out by these edgy cops at 4 o'clock in the morning. This is not gonna work.
You see what I'm saying?
But boy, it was too funny. Too funny.
Look at your boy. Got you out there looking crazy.
Yeah. Both of us about to get a bullet.
Ain't nothing in the air.
Nothing. He said he was looking out the window.
You done followed it for Simpsonville. UFO. Driving.
And listen, I know that had to be a slow speed chase. Cause he ain't pressing 40.
See,
He ain't going over
I know
45.
they were mad.
Boy, I know that's the reason why that dude was looking like that.
I've been on fire by that.
Yeah,
I've been mad.
he was hot.
I've been mad. I got to hit you once. I got to do something. I got to feel better about this thing. Well, you done slow roll me from another city. Well, I'm about to beat you up. What is you doing?
We done went different zip codes and everything.
Boy, that's
yeah,
crazy.
man. You want to talk about somebody in tears? I'm stuck on stupid anyway. So that didn't make it no better.
Oh man, that's crazy though. But see, that's what I'm saying. Look at the barriers, and we have to deal with these people. And I'm not saying that it's from one certain group or not, but guess what? I've only been hit by foreigners that are telling me they thought the rules were different than what they actually were.
Right.
You know, and I'm just like, you didn't take the course, did you? You didn't take the course. If you did, you didn't pass, did you? But yet you're here telling me
that you've been wrong.
That I got this thing wrong. Even though I do this every day, I have this thing wrong. But like I say, I just had to have that driving moment because the roads are insane right now. And see, this is the thing. What's so sad is I see why road rage is what it is. I see why people are out here pulling pistols, doing all kind of ignorant stuff behind cars, behind just simply driving somewhere.
Yeah.
People are, and you guys, because you add in the pressure of what may have happened to them earlier that day. Might have happened at work, might have happened at home, might have happened, you know what I'm saying, anywhere. Anything could have set them off already. Then you put an ignorant driver near them, boom. There's your TNT. Boom. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's pressure, it's stress everywhere.
About like did you see the story? You say you watch the news a lot. You see the story about the lady that was the Marine that shot the dude sitting in the handicapped parking spot?
Well,
did you see it?
I didn't read the full story, but I did see.
So as the story goes, I'm assuming she was, you come up and you see this parking space on the side, so you put your turn signal on. Well, evidently, whoever it was drove up in the parking space in front of them.
Cut off.
Right? So they say this lady sat outside the store for 2 hours.
Premeditated.
Waiting on this guy to come out. And say when he did, she asked, are you handicapped or whatever? And I guess the guy was miles out. Put 2 in his knees. Yeah.
You handicapped now?
Right.
God.
But
that's gangster though, boy.
Yeah, but they say then the police rolled up.
Did she get shot?
No, she shot the police.
Nigga, she's a terrorist. What we got going on?
She say, because she was in fear for her life from Sonya Massey incident. She was in the lady. They didn't find out later she was a ex-Marine.
Because she messed up from the military. See,
That's
they don't be together all the time when they come back. You feel me?
I'm just saying.
Because it's abnormal living. You leave trained to go kill people you don't know. When you come home, how hard would it really be to kill somebody you don't know? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's like they don't. To me, from what I've seen, the people I've talked to, different things, man, they don't give them enough mental health when they come back. They don't give them enough to straighten them back so they can jump back into society like they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
A lot of them be on edge a lot, and it's because of what they've been through, the different training, different things. That Marine stuff rough, I heard. You know what I'm saying? I heard it's tough.
I heard,
you know what I mean? Like,
more than one.
I heard they push you hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody not built for that. Some people might have been going in there for college or money. You know what I'm saying? Because you get easy. It's an easy way to get a house when you get out and pay for school, all that kind of stuff. But the flip side of the coin, boy, is it really worth it? Because you could really become a nut. Is it really worth it? But then, see, this is the thing too. It's gonna be hard for them not to look at the fact that she said she was in fear of her life. She had already shot somebody, so she probably thought they gonna come shoot her immediately. Cause the lady that she called out, she ain't do nothing and got shot. So it's like you kind of, the world messed up right now. There ain't no way to even put no words around this stuff. Man, y'all be careful, man.
That's all I can tell you.
That's all we got, man. Y'all be careful out here, man. If you ain't gotta be in no altercation, take your ass home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let that be the very last resort.
And I had,
you know,
and this right here is gonna be even stranger. Somebody that we both know had kind of that threatening, thing happened to them recently, and it's one of those things where it's like you got to weigh what's really worth engaging. I'm the kind of person, I've always been, I ain't gonna say always been, but you're gonna have to come at me for me to go back at you.
Yeah.
You talking, especially now everybody punkish with social media, you being behind a keyboard, that means absolutely nothing.
Not at all.
But if you make that threat or you intend to carry out that threat, then we gonna engage you. Other than that, you run out of the mouth is nothing. I just got more stuff to do. There's more things that are more important to me, like going home, and hanging out with my family and my grandbabies and doing this with you. That you gotta really understand what is truly important. And at the end of the day, what is the mere fact that we can get up every day, do what you love. I do what I have to do. You know what I mean?
Right.
To a certain extent, but it has allowed me to do a lot of things. So you have to be aware of all of what you could lose, especially dealing with people who ain't got nothing to lose.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the reason why you got to stay in company that has just as much to lose as you do. Because so because you're gonna continually bounce off of it, and you're gonna learn to, pull that person aside and say, look, man, I see you. I don't know, I might not know necessarily what's going on, but I know it's something different. You need something you need to talk about. Let's, you know what I'm saying? Let's work it out that way, instead of you doing something foolish. And I got like-minded people around me, so that's what we kick off of. So you don't have to worry about the madness, It's always around you. You feel a sense of it everywhere you go. There's not a time I don't walk into Walmart on edge. You get what I'm saying? And I hate to pull Walmart out like that, but but it's something about going to their stores. And I'm gonna tell you what makes
that's
it
crazy.
funny. I'm sitting in the truck, it's like a week after they passed the open carry law, right? So I see the guy get out, and I'm trying to figure out why he feeling. So he's trying to get his pistol. He got one of the holsters that wrap around your leg. So I guess, it's that arm's length, you just grab, do whatever, right? And evidently, when he went in the store with it, they must have turned him around. Because he came right back.
Because it's a sign.
The car.
It's a sign up. You can't have it in there, yeah.
Right. So it's like, you gotta keep your head on swivel. It's just what it is. You know? So, I mean, but at the same time, don't let it deter you from living life. Right? Because this thing's short. I don't care how much fun you have, it's short.
Yeah.
And it's getting shorter.
It is.
So, like I say, when I had the time to jump out and do this with you, or normally on a weekend, hanging out with the missus or hanging out with the grands, or that's where I'm at now. I done been through the whole party mode, all that kind of stuff, man. It don't do nothing for me. For me, it's about building these brands that we assign ourselves to. And a lot of that comes from self-reflection. I have to be harder on myself than anybody else, and I do. But one thing about it was, you will tend to get off focus because you're trying to, not in a sense save the world, but you allow people too much access to you. And where you got all people don't have unrestricted access to you, all of that stuff just weighs. You get what I'm saying? And I'm one of those people. I'm gonna help you before I hurt you. But at the same time, I've had to learn in these last few weeks, especially, hey, I'll get back to you. You know what I mean? I ain't saying I ain't gonna help you. What I'm saying is, you're gonna have to give me a minute.
Right.
And that's the reason why I was telling you I wanted to speak today about the entitlement that people think they have in your life. Like, there's really, when you really think about it, nobody's entitled to that access of you. Nobody, except really the one you married to, or your significant other. If y'all cohabitate, then yeah, you're entitled to certain parts of their time of the day, or them to you, because you have to manage a household.
Right.
But after that, it really gets slim picking, and that's what I had to. Like I said, you had to go back to restricting that access to you. If you don't do anything else after hearing my voice today, really start to check the people who got access to you.
Right.
And really learn how you guys communicate. Because if you look at it, if it's a history there, and it's always them coming to you when they need something, you get what I'm saying? But at the same time, they don't reach out to say, man, just how you doing?
Right.
Then you know this lopsided. That ain't conducive to you being a better person. That's just somebody who wants just enough access to you that when things go bad, they either need to borrow something from you, or they need somebody to listen to them vent and all that. But they never take that same text to say, man, how you doing?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or even hit you with that first before they ask the favor.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's really, you know, like I was saying, it was something that I had to take on for myself.
Yeah.
And
we talked about it on the show
yeah,
a few weeks back. I mean, it's one thing that people don't do.
say no.
The word no. I'll give you no and get plenty of sleep.
Yep.
There's a reason, because this is what people have to understand. Those of you who help everybody, do everything for everybody, understand one thing. Once you're out, there's no one to refill you. Okay? So we have to develop a no in order to protect us. So now I'm killing all false talk about the word no. It is a very healthy word, and it creates boundaries, healthy boundaries on your life. Because guess what? I should be able to tell you no and you be just fine.
Right.
We shouldn't lose anything in our relationship
because
I had to say no.
Yeah.
Right.
If it was built real, me saying no to you, you'd be like, okay.
Especially when people tell you they love you all the time.
Ooh. Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey. Don't say the L word. Don't say the L word.
Yeah, because people don't know what it means. The word love is equal to obedience.
Listen.
You feel me? Do what I ask you to do.
But the word love, what people don't understand,
you know what I mean,
is a verb.
Come on.
It requires action.
Uh-huh.
You can talk
both ways.
You can talk it 100 miles.
Yeah.
You can say it in every sentence. But if your actions say otherwise, it means nothing.
Right.
So why even say it? Because you need access.
Because it's forcible. It's like it basically puts you into a guilty place, man. You know what I'm saying? If you think about it. You know what I'm saying? You think about it.
I love you, and then
you know?
And then you stand there looking at them like this, and then I'm like, why you didn't say it back? Because I don't feel the same.
Right. Right. You made it this way.
Right. You just because you said it don't
equate
to me saying it.
We have a different definition of love. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's just high. You know, it's time to really see about yourself. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, and I will always go back to, you know, when I went down hard. I know the cats that was here for me. I know the cats that reached out, made sure I was straight, come out of the house. I know I got friends of my wife that say, you know what? I'm taking something off you, and I'm taking something off your whole family for the night. For the next 2 days, I'm paying for y'all dinner. Because at the time I couldn't walk. I ain't been working crazy hours. Jay is balling up and down here because that was all when COVID was hitting and they wasn't going to school. So it was just that stress. You know what I mean? So, you know, like I say, my brother-in-law, come by, make sure my hair was cut. You know what I mean? Guys I work with, come by and cut my grass, dude. You know, and like I say, if it wasn't that, it was so, you know, people on the job, hey man, y'all right? You need anything? That type of stuff. Same folks that they knew I would do the same thing for them. And then there was other folks that I had never ever done anything for that still reached out. You know, but it was a that right there taught me a lot. Was kind of, I ain't gonna say restricted me. It just was a big eye opener. You know what I mean? So then, you know, you just learn how to maneuver. So you always taking care of yourself, and you're still able to do the things that you want to do for, you know, the people around you.
Right.
You know.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's why I say. That's why I'm saying the word no is important, because if you don't know a boundary to give a person, how you expect a person to have a boundary in your life? Like, you know what I'm saying? If you don't give them a limit of what you can do and what you are to them, if you don't give them a limit, you're gonna become indisposable to them. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like okay, they're gonna take every single thing they possibly can from you, and not and even when they see it's bothering your mental health, even when they see it's bothering your body, you know, you may be tired, you may be looking crazy because, you know, you may work crazy hours and still they want you to do all this shit for them. Even when they see that stuff on your life, they're still going to have a level of selfishness. They're still going to ask you to do whatever, because they're going by how your heart functions. We're thinking once again with the wrong heart. The heart of man is the mind, not the heart in your chest, because the one in your chest been punishing you your whole life, but we still rock with it. I don't. That's why people say, call me mean. They say I'm whatever. Call me what you want to, but just don't call me after 10. But this is the thing.
but
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to set my boundaries because you ain't going to kill me.
But dude,
Promise you that. You ain't going to kill me.
If anything,
Shit,
maybe
you going to man up and do what you need to do.
Maybe we need to rename this podcast.
You know what I'm saying?
The Mean Guys.
I think we might need to do that.
I mean, because
The Mean Amigos.
I mean, but they said the same thing about
Latino
me.
crowd in
Okay.
But yeah. I mean,
they said the same thing about me,
it's,
bro.
I mean,
It's
you
not,
have to be that way to a degree. Like, you can't just be a rug.
right.
They can't just flop you out and lay you on the floor when something's on their shoe.
Yeah, they need to get
You know
clean.
what I'm saying?
I got you.
Clean your shoe.
Right.
You don't need me to clean your shoe.
No, not at all.
But if I'm gonna say, "Oh, I'll clean that for you, baby," hell, they gonna stick their foot out.
Get it.
You know, that's what I say, man. But that's important though, because entitlement, man. Like, people feel like family should get everything out of you, even when they don't put anything in. I'm gonna tell you like this. This is how I roll with my family. I am like a bank, so I could be the Bank of Adams. If I look on this list and you have not made a deposit into the Bank of Adams, you will not receive funds from the Bank of Adams. And I'm not talking about just money.
No.
I'm talking about time. I'm talking about attention. I'm talking about all this other. I won't entertain your foolishness.
Oof.
See, because you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. Nothing teaches a person better than silence. Nothing teaches them better than silence. Because it's a killer of all energy. You know what I'm saying? When you get all upset, riled up, rah, 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 that's giving them energy. They like, I got it now. I got it now. I got it now. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? On some bull job.
Right. And that's what I was saying about, social media. Because people they use, going into people's inboxes and all this kind of stuff and being the tough people. But you're not going to say that if they were standing right beside you.
Yeah, they were quiet back in the day though.
Yeah,
back in our time,
yeah,
them folk there didn't even talk.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not gonna have that same.
Cause we ain't had social media talk on.
It allowed you to be. It's allowing you to be a punk.
Right.
From a long
Oh
distance.
yeah. Oh yeah.
But if you were standing right beside that guy, you wouldn't say nothing.
Not a word.
You get what I'm saying?
I get it.
So
man.
and like I say, but when you said something about the entitlement of family, my family is large. You know what I mean? It's huge. And I got 3 different sides. Actually 4. And it's but I'm with what you said. The investment that you put in me is what I will reciprocate. I will show you that back to you.
Yes, sir.
But do not think because we are related that you have some kind of hierarchy inside my house. That it don't work like that.
Right.
If you, it's more or less this with me. If I know you disrespected my kids or my wife, and you feel like it don't matter, then you don't matter to me.
Right.
There's nothing else I can tell you. You can talk shit 100 miles an hour every day about me. Don't make no difference. But when it comes to them, it's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah.
Like I say, I try to be the quiet guy. I get on here, we rant and rave, me and you cut up, and then I go home. Matter of fact, that's why I'll be heading shortly. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna enjoy me nice, good sandwich and a cold beer and a cigar.
That's what's up. That sounds good.
And but that's what it is, man. Like I said, the entitlement thing has just gotten way out of hand. And like I said, you cannot ask for a withdrawal for something you didn't make a deposit in.
Right.
And that's what
That's
it
real.
is.
And then if you deposited a small amount, don't come asking for $100,000. Thing about it is, it's
Right.
checks and balances, man. Let's
Checks
put
and
this thing
balances.
together because we already don't respect each other's value. First of all, we don't respect
No.
the value person to person, whether it's family or not. So when you're dealing with people who you know are users, you have to deal with them in different ways. You gotta really, like old people used to say, my great uncle used to say, well, you gotta cut the head off that snake there, boy.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't, it's gonna keep moving, it's gonna keep coming, it's gonna keep this, that, and the other. So we're gonna cut the head off of it. You ain't gotta worry with it no more.
Right.
So it's the same thing you have to do with people. You cut the head off of a person with the problems, not literally chopping the heads off for the special people that are listening, but literally up front, I'm gonna let you know how I function. I'm not gonna let you figure it out. I'm not gonna let you ask anyone else. I'm gonna tell you how to treat me from the door. Now, how you function with me after that is completely on you.
Right.
When you violate it, you already know what's coming because I already told you how I get down.
Right.
So don't look all surprised. Oh, you're mean. No, I told you that shit started.
Right.
You weren't listening.
You weren't listening.
You really thought that you could manipulate your way and get me to change how I deal. No,
Right.
I'm not changing how I deal because this is what works for me. I know what keeps my sanity.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yes,
that's
sir.
what I'm going to do to
Right.
keep it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
But the main thing, or one of the things I would add to that is trust your gut. If
And
your
yeah.
gut will never leave you wrong. If your gut tell you something is not right
Yeah, that's
with
real.
this person, you can be cordial, we
Yeah.
can speak, but you're never gonna get inside this
Right.
space.
That's all I got for you. So, hey,
Hey,
what's going on?
what's
man?
happening with you? You know what I
Hey,
mean?
good to see you.
I'm gone.
That's all I got for you. Good to see
Right.
you.
You know, it's been a couple
everything
times I
right.
done went against my gut, and every time I went against my gut, I lost.
Yeah, that's where I link that up with your mind. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because especially if you're a heavy thinker, and you're not just walking around here just doing stuff and expecting everybody else to adjust. You actually think about what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Thinkers, you get a warning of foolishness. It's
Yeah.
just a matter whether you pay attention or not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It pops up in your mind, your stomach, different ways. It may be something may just be off kilter kind of. You know what I'm saying? Something may just go sideways and you're like, ooh, okay. So
Right.
let me go ahead and slide out of this now before this get real hectic.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it's like people don't understand. Folks that desire peace aren't punks. Put it in your books. I need you guys to understand this. Hear me on this. Just because a person desires peace does not make them a punk. That makes them care more about your life than you.
Right, because you running reckless.
You see what I'm saying? Because,
Right.
I mean, really, because they know. See, like a lot of times, what folk don't understand, people that really, really are concerned with peace, we hate chaos because you can't control it. Once you get into chaos, chaos is what it is. It hurts whatever's around it.
Right.
So, like, when you're dealing with people and you're dealing with situations, it's like, just because I don't want to get into it with you, that don't mean I'm scared of you. That means I'm scared of what the hell I'm going to do to you.
Is it?
That means I know I can't control it. And I know ain't nobody else around the situation that can control it. So it's like, why even put yourself
in that kind of harm's way.
And that's called being grown. It takes a lot of maturity not to slap a stupid person. It takes a lot of maturity not to pull your pistol on a person that has said enough for you to shoot them in their mouth. It takes maturity for you to walk away when there's no threat to your life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And
like,
that's what I'm saying.
if we can both go home, let's go home.
Right.
Or you
and
go over wherever the hell you gonna go. Just get out of my face.
Right.
You know what I'm
'Cause I'm
saying?
going home.
because I'm about to go to the house. I
Right.
just like I say, I don't deal well in those situations because I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't have much brain power. I really don't have
But
it.
what Dre say?
You know, I just chill. I stay out the way.
You know, we go round for round.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'd rather
You know,
laugh.
I'm a family
Fuck
man.
something.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so I'm going home.
I let laugh, have fun about it, man, and just leave it right there because
Yeah, it is.
it's enough people
But that's
trying to prove that
it's,
point.
it's,
You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy.
it is, and that's what be so funny. It's like, and that's the one thing we could never understand. And back in the day when I was in, you know, when I had my club going and all that, and you go to, you know, to the social functions or whatever, and cats that literally lived in the same apartment complex will wait till they get to the party to fight. And you be like, dude, they stay one breezeway over from you. Y'all could have fought at home. Now you done tore up these people party. I done lost my $20 because they done turned the lights on and put everybody out. But y'all could have settled that then. You get what I'm saying? Now you gonna wait till you get there. But you really just need somebody to break it up.
That's really all it was. It was more about the attention. That's all it really was. It was
Right.
about the attention. Like,
So you know, like I say, man, cats get brave.
Yeah.
You know, the keyboard warriors out there, they big talkers and big texters, and then when they get right next to the person there, they quiet as can be. And, you know, like I say, that social media stuff, I got a lot of cats that should have got punched in the mouth.
Boy, you remember back in the day they used to call them studio gangsters. You remember that back in the
Oh,
day
yeah.
they used to say that? Back in the 90s, they used to always say,
A bunch of that CB4.
Yeah.
Everybody want to be. That's why I don't understand.
Studio
Why
gangster,
everybody
bro.
want to be the tough guy? What is it?
I don't think it's nothing really nice about it because you don't live long. Because the worst person you could be is somebody that people scared of. Because a scared person kill you for anybody else.
Right.
So I don't want you scared of me. I'd rather if we can't talk and cut up, I ain't even gonna be around you no way. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I don't want nobody walking on eggshells around me.
It's high and dry.
You know. Yeah, don't walk on
Keep
eggshells
moving.
around me. I ain't got no beef with you.
Nope.
This is one of the first times in my life I can honestly say I have no beef with anyone at all.
I ain't got no beef
I
either.
have no beef.
I will say
at
this,
all.
and that's the reason why I say you gotta make sure the people around you are you gotta keep people around you that's smarter than you.
Mm-hmm.
I came home Tuesday. And my wife just looking at me, hey, like she always do, how was your day? I just shake my head, start laughing. She's like, what's wrong with you? I say, if you get a call at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning from the law enforcement center, just scrape up whatever bail money you can and come get me.
Wow.
She said, why? I said, I got 2 guys on the job. I just want to beat them up. I don't, you know what I'm saying? It's not a mean, I just don't like them. And she was like, T, that ain't cool. I was like, she was like, why you don't like them? So I proceeded to explain to her why I don't like them.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, I'm gonna say something to you. She said, your boss man ever come to you and say anything? No. Did anybody in the up office say anything to you? No. He said, so you worried about 2 dummies? That's what they got to say? I said, it ain't the point of what they got to say. I said, I'm just tired of them running their mouths, so I want to beat both of them up. I said, matter of fact, it'd be 2-on-1. I'll take them 2-on-1. Okay? Just so I can see them both get beat up. And I say, I know it's not gonna eat.
That's too much energy, man. I can't give it. I can't give that much energy up, man.
She said, you know what? Man, just chill out somewhere. Go on somewhere.
Right.
So, you know, it's not gonna solve anything.
Nah.
And then you sit there, you go like, you know what? Even though I wasn't mad, I just had to go on my way. I was like, yeah, she right. You know, but sometimes, just, I don't know, man. You know it's not the right thing to do,
Yeah.
but you just want to punch them right in the mouth because they just all that clacking. I don't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, but you gotta know. I just okay. This is what I do. This helps me. This may help you. I judge people according to their brain power.
You must think bad about me.
You know what I'm saying? Like, God, you know what I'm saying? You know, dog, dude. Nah. I'm talking about like real deal now. I'm talking about like people who have like say for instance, they function normal, do everything, you know, normal work, do all this other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have a special needs mentality when it comes to certain situations, that's how I treat you. You know, like people who I know are slow. And what I mean by slow is meaning you don't possess common sense. When people like that get in the mix with you, there's a certain way that
you
I
gotta
deal
handle
with
it,
you. Yeah, it's a certain way I deal with you because it protects me from paying any attention to you. So you know what I'm saying? So I judge people by, yes, I said I judge. So I judge people by their brain power. What you show me is how I deal with you.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? You show me some ignorance, you're really at the bottom of the pool. So you're really ignored. Basically, I'm ignoring pretty much everything you say. I might not. Like you said, well, you're true. That's all I got. Like, really, because this is the thing. I have so much energy, and it is set for certain people daily.
Right.
By the time I lay my head, I have given out the energy I'm going to give. So I can't allow a person who doesn't deserve my energy to come in and take energy from people who going to need my energy. So that's why I say I judge people by their brain power. If you say stupid stuff all the time, want to see something happen, you one of those instigators. If you that kind of person on stupid stuff, that's pretty much how I perceive you. So I kind of treat you in a nonchalant manner.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Because you get wrapped up in them, you'll end up just as dumb as them, and you'll do something as stupid as they would do, and it will be kind of acceptable. You know, looking at the people that's in the situation, it will be acceptable. You like, oh, well, I see why he showed out because they always show out.
Right.
Well, it's like, nah, I don't show out because I don't have that energy to get it out. Man, number one, you don't deserve that energy from me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because first and foremost, you and I both know this. If a person is really that threatening, we ain't talking no way.
Right.
We doing our thing, and whatever happens, it happens. You know what I'm saying? And let the news sort it out. So it's just like I learned, man, getting older, it's certain stuff get my energy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
If you not tearing the wall down, you don't get my energy, man. Like, okay, that's cool. That's that's all you get to me mentally. I've already erased you. You know what I'm saying? Because I only deal with people that have something to bring forward, man. If you got something to bring to the table, guess what? We can eat. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't have anything to bring to the table, get your plate and your cup and go sit over there at the other table. Because this table right here is for the table who, you know what I'm saying, people who brought something to the table. Now you go over there and wait on what's left.
What's left?
And eat over there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because we have to categorize people as sad as it is. You know what I'm saying? Because some people just want to see you out of character.
Yeah.
Some people just want to see you to a point where they have something to talk about. Some type of drama. Something stupid. I got time.
That's like I say.
You know what I mean?
You gotta have the right folks around you because everybody else gonna put gas on the situation. They want to see what it's gonna do too.
Right.
Instead of being the voice of reason and be like, you know what, man? You know, you got to this day, man. I had it, and I was, man. Listen, it was on me. You know what I mean? And I was in the mix, get ready to do damage. And I don't know, it just one of the weird things. My auntie called me out of the blue. What you doing? What's wrong? I don't even want to talk. So she knows something wrong. So, I get explained it to her. She was like, let me tell you something about that situation. The person that you're trying to protect is grown. Okay? If they don't want to change their situation, there's no need for you to wreck your life trying to change it.
Mm-hmm.
True. I mean, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, the person that you're defending is going to take the side of the person that you went after.
Mm-hmm.
And it just made sense.
Mm-hmm.
Even with interfere rage, it still made sense. And you adjust. You go on. You realize, man, that just made sense.
Mm-hmm.
And you like I say, you just adjust. You start to use that.
That's that thinking, man.
Yeah.
I tell you.
You gotta get out of that. Sometimes you just gotta get out your own way.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
The only people that's gonna survive are thinkers. Everyone else is gonna scrounge. They're gonna be at the bottom scraping.
Yeah.
Because when you're not a thinker, man, you're gonna do things that are gonna cost you, and you may not be able to bounce back from.
Bounce back from.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say a lot of times people can look at you searching for peace in a situation as a pump move, but it's like you just don't understand that I've thought about both sides of this.
Mm-hmm.
I've thought about how that jail food's gonna taste to me after I get my 20 years for doing whatever I thought about just doing to you. And
That could have been prevented if you just sat there for a second.
right,
Like, you know
right.
what? Boy,
Just sit for a second and think. Like, but you know
Yeah.
what? But you about to give up everything. There ain't no women in there either. Ain't no
Yeah.
women in prison, boy.
and I
You
never.
stuck, boy. You ain't gonna see your family no more.
That's it.
Now you done left your kids on stuck.
I never forget. I had a conversation one day
Hell no, it's too much.
with Regina Little, and
Mhm.
Regina said, "T, if you do it, understand this. You can never make pawpaw pancakes in prison because that's what I made for winter." And it was like, "You right." You know what I'm saying? It was
Yeah.
like I said, you gotta have those kind of people around you that be like, dude, look at everything that you've done. Why you gonna throw all the way on somebody stupid?
Keep you grounded, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, yeah, sometimes it just get foggy though. I can't sit there and tell you I think clearly all the time. I'd be lying to you.
That's
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you. That's why, like I say in a heartbeat, yeah, we all get angry.
Yeah,
But when you act out of the anger, you become a stupid person.
right.
Stupidity takes over because you don't have no judgment and stuff, man.
Nope. And
You doing it till you feel better.
And then the thing about it is, you realize how much that person had control over you.
Yeah.
Now you look at you,
Because they pushed your buttons. Easy.
easy.
Mm-mm.
Watch this. Like you say, watch this.
Yeah, and you popped off. Boom. What? I've been out. You wide open and they're like,
You're like, you know what? It's best to just do something else, bro. It just, you learn to go on, and that's the evolution of why all of this came about, because the conversations that we used to have,
Right.
all the time, you know what I mean?
Right.
And you was like, it just slowly changed from being a rah all the time situation, and then that conversation slowly changed to, what we used to talk about, we don't even conversate about. We don't even say anything about it to this day.
Right.
We have pressed on and went to a whole nother level. So, I grow just like everybody else.
Yeah. It's important. It's important.
I'm under construction all the time. I never be a completed project, and I know my flaws. And I take, like I say, I take full accountability for all of them. There's nothing to hide at this age for me. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I am who I am.
Today's quote that can wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up.
Today's quote: think about your life enough to judge your decisions correctly. Think about it enough so that you make the right decision. You know what I'm saying? Just think about it enough. I ain't saying you sit there and take nothing off people. I ain't saying none of that, Because we all know when enough is enough. We all know that. We all know when it's dangerous. We understand that. If you gotta defend yourself, handle your business. But what I'm saying is, make sure that you thought about what you're about to do.
And what you're about to lose.
Yes, and what is about to happen for the rest of your life because of what you're making right now. This right now decision that you're making. Make sure that you're prepared to stomach that thing and put your chest out and go through the consequences that are coming on the other side of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's when a lot of things happen. You be so mad, you done did this until when you get in the jail cell, reality hits.
Yeah.
You
And
like,
the time
I didn't even
that you sitting on a
do
bench
this.
in there, you
Really?
just sat on the side of the bed and
Yeah.
worked it all out, you know.
Oh, went and got in the car.
Yeah.
Sat down.
Yeah.
You know,
or
yeah.
for me, it's the rides. I get in the car and just ride. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And you know what I'm saying? I got my music, just you
Yeah.
know, you thinking about it, it's all playing up here, and you know what? It's just more to life than even paying attention to anybody you know is not equipped to even handle emotional intelligence. You know what I mean?
Right,
So
right.
so you gotta learn how to you learn how to navigate and and
That's
I think
important.
you're gonna do if you learn that part, life will be just a tad bit easier. I ain't gonna say it's gonna be easy, but
It'll be a whole lot easier than what it is now.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
So-
Because we don't give each other a chance, man. We don't give each other a chance to make it.
Hey, we give each other a chance around here, and we gonna keep pressing. And
That's right. That's right.
we are actually working on a location to do our coats, covers, and canned goods, which we hadn't been able to do. I think in the past 2 years.
Yeah.
And I think it's time to bring that back. Maybe we just get a location that we can do a live in
Yeah.
for a few hours and collect what we need to for the community because it's a little warm now. It's August, but we know that weather's gonna turn and it's gonna turn quick.
Yeah.
So we make sure that our brothers and sisters that's on the street, we got coats and stuff for them and canned goods to help out the local food banks.
Yeah.
And so we working some things to try to put that together. And so we have details on that pretty soon. But
Yeah.
me and Josh been doing that probably about 9 years.
Yeah.
And like I said, the last 2 years it's been on a little smaller level.
Yeah.
We really ain't had a day event, like that in a while. And I think that's what it really needs is that day event and get everybody out.
Yeah.
And we'll take care of the community the best way we know how.
Yeah. And those of you that are doing things, link up. All right, link up.
Yep. Reach out to me or him. If you got the cell numbers or the emails. If you see us on the street, flag us down. You know what I mean?
Right.
And let's put this thing together like we're supposed to.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's be the people we need to be.
Yeah.
Thinkers.
You gotta, what's that, what it say? You gotta be, I can't get it, my brain. You have to be the decisions that you wanna see. So basically it's like, or be the change that you wanna be, that you wanna see.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, because you can't wait on anyone else to do it.
nah.
Just like say. And those of you that are afraid, kind of afraid, you stay in the background line. Just step up, and you don't have to be out front. You don't have to be behind the mic. You don't have to do that to help.
Right.
You can just be a part of it and help. So we need your support as well. So that's all I got.
That's all you got.
That's all I got.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Well, until next time.
Till next time.
We will see you guys later.
Yeah. Peace and love, y'all. Out of here. Shalom.